Okay, so we're in day 2 in the investigation portion. Okay. Let's see, for me, I end up sleeping only a couple hours and being half awake the whole day since I can't do naps and caffeine makes my head hurt. Oh, you know, I have that problem sometimes where caffeine makes my head hurt. If I haven't had it in a long time. If I have it kind of regularly, like once a day, I'm good. But if I skip a day, then I get a headache. Or if I have too much caffeine, then I get a headache. It's weird. But a lot of people can attribute caffeine to headaches. Let's see, the only caffeine I have is tea. I heard tea is better for you caffeine-wise. Like, coffee's like a jolt, whereas tea is kind of a more slow burn of caffeine. Okay, so were we about to talk to him? I forget what we were doing. I've already asked him these things. Okay. I'm guessing we've already shown him all the objects, but I'm going to double check. Let's see. Missile is a big star in criminal affairs. Why is he named Missile? Oh yeah, that, what was it, a Shiba Inu or whatever that breed is called? I forget. Let's see, I have to stick to non-caffeinated tea to trick myself. So you feel like you're getting caffeine, but you're not really. But your brain is like, okay, this is good. Shiba Inu, okay. What did I say, Chiba Inu? It's like one letter off. Huh, now that you mention it, I'm not sure. But I hear he's aptly named for what it's worth. Missile, why would they call him Missile? Now, she heard 2 gunshots, right? But wait, look at the court record. According to this, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. I remember I figured that out way back when. What? How's that possible? Where was the 3rd shot fired? I wonder. Maybe it was practice shot or something. Therapy? Oh my goodness. Hold on, I gotta do something cool here. Therapy Android. Look at all the puppies everywhere. Thank you so much for the subscription. And tier 2, you are a rock star. Therapy, it's good to see you. We are finally streaming at a better time zone for you, I hope. We're doing kind of a late Monday night stream because I have to cancel tomorrow's. Let's see, one of the developers of Ace Attorney series has a dog in real life named Missile, and he likes to put Missile in any game he can. Oh, that's really cute. So how's your day going, Therapy? Let's see, for you, what is it, like noon or something? Early afternoon? Okay, I think we did ask him about all these. So I think we were pretty much done here. So at this point, I think I'm just going to hit up all the places and wait for the next scene to unfold. And here it is. Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have the game audio on? Oh, crap. Good call. You know what? I forgot. I changed all the audio stuff when we were playing Simulacra. I unmuted everything, but I set it to come out of the Blue Yeti because it also works as like a sound card kind of. Because I had my headphones plugged into that, but now I do not. Let me fix that. Okay, it should be good now. Let me know how the volume levels are. Okay, looks like Edgeworth is in question. That was much better, Diddy. Not like when we played that one game, Detention, when we went an hour with no game audio. Super stream time. Oh, it's 9 a.m. Not too early, just perfect. Let's see, I have work tomorrow, so I'll just be watching this till I fall asleep. Oh, thank you, funny thing. I'm pretty much going to be streaming this until I fall asleep. I'll probably push it until about 1 my time, and then I'm going to have to call it. 'Cause if I stay up too late, I won't wake up in time for my brother coming here. Let's come back later. Guess so. He's in questioning. Interesting. Okay, now it looks like you guys have audio. Oh, we just came from here. Maybe we need to regroup here. Nope. You still don't hear the game? I can hear the music. Well, at least it looks like the music is showing up in the desktop audio levels. Do you hear it now? Okay. Maybe it was turned down. At least my volume levels look like it's reproducing it. I wouldn't be surprised. I changed like everything to do that couch stream, so I have to kind of revert everything back. Okay, so let's check out the hot dog stand. Hey, Nick. Missil's been acting strangely. Missil? Oh, right. That little creature of the... Creature? What the hell? Yeah, it was just a quiet scene. Let's see. Pumpkin showed up. Come here, little girl. Speaking of creatures, I know Phoenix calls him a creature. These are not creatures. Are you a creature, Jesse? No. Jesse and Gus and Georgie all just got baths. We're gonna make sure they're very nice and presentable for our guests tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. So loving. Alright, say hi to everyone, Jesse. Extreme close up. Whoa. The green screen lighting is kind of like messing with your face. You look better back here. Your dogs are so cute. Oh, thank you, Potato. You know, I had changed the, look how bright my hand is. Let me try messing with this. I had changed how the camera lighting works, because sometimes it would change and you'd see that ghost in the top left corner. But I feel like my face is a little too washed out. Let me change it back to automatic. See how that works. See, now if I put my hand up to it, the lighting changes and it goes dark. Maybe that looks a little bit more natural. Let's see. Oh, you got a new controller now. What kind of controller? Like a gaming controller kind of thing? What are you using? Or is this like a controller for like your music stuff? Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. Oh, it's Georgie. Grrr. It's totally Georgie. What's wrong, Missil? Ooh, does he have drugs on him? Jeez. Georgie cameo. Oh, the sub badge. I see what you're talking about, Therapy. Yes. Oh, because I think you're one of the first people, Therapy, to 6 months, besides myself, which I cheat. I get automatic subs. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, so you are up to the 6-month one, which is the N64 controller. I did all Nintendo controllers for those. Do you guys know, what do you guys think of the N64 controller? It was such an interesting controller. It was really cool because it had an analog stick. That was like one of the first controllers with an analog stick, which for like, you know, Mario 64 and GoldenEye, you need to have that. But it has like 3 handles. Like, you can't really use it properly. I don't know, like, hardly anyone ever used the D-pads. You're always like holding half the controller, like kind of close together. And there's like another thing back here just dangling. Weird. Oh, you never had it in real life. It felt weird. It's for 3-handed people. Goro could have used it. Speaking of Goro, I want to say, I had an N64 back in the day. I think Mortal Kombat Trilogy was one of the few games I actually held it like a normal controller and used it with the D-pad. Everything else was the analog stick. Amazing system, worst controller ever. You know the best thing they did about the N64? 4 controller ports. That was like our party game system. You had Mario Party, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, all these amazing 4-player games. If they didn't put 4 controller slots on there, it wouldn't have been nearly as cool. Eek. Missil. Missil! Is he just tearing him up? Whoa! Stop that thing! Cannibal! Wait, you don't call a dog a cannibal if he's eating you. Look at that face. Looks like he has the galaxy in his eyes. GoldenEye was the... Yes, it was. My samurai dogs. Oh, he ate all the hot dogs. Wow, he ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry. Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick. Very true. It's gonna have to this time. Although earlier, because when we helped him out, he said we can have as many hot dogs as we want, even if we eat them all. Well, we did. In a way. I love his eyes right there. They look like little beads. Oh, let's ask him about Missile. I'm sure he's gonna love him. Hey, Larry. Look, it's Missile. Isn't he cute? Keep that man away from me. What am I gonna tell the big boss? There's a big boss in charge of your hot dog stand? Nick, maybe the stand is a front for a mafia money laundering scheme. Maya, I think you should probably try to look a little sorry about what happened. Oh, right. My poor dogs. My dog ate your dogs. Oh, he doesn't know this one. Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I am a mere seller of hot dogs. Well, you used to be. Now you have no hot dogs and you're probably fired. I thought the dogs are real dogs. Oh, the dogs he's talking about? He actually has a hot dog stand. Missile, though, our dog, that's a real dog. Okay, I'm gonna go through all these to see what we haven't shown him. He doesn't seem to care about any of this. Oh, you know, I think we've done this before. What chapter is this? This is chapter 4, which is the final chapter of the main game, and there's different days. We're on day 2, the investigation portion. Which I just realized. We have all those flags on a banner at the top. Has that always been there? Because, was it a funny thing? I remember somebody was really into flags, and they could, like, tell you any flag which country it was from. See, I thought he ate the other dogs and he yelled cannibal. Oh, yeah, I don't know why he said cannibal. It skipped that text so fast I couldn't read it all. Let's see. That's the guy selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think someone probably saw something else and just thought it was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. This is a seriously long game therapy. My plan originally, when I bought this game, it's a trilogy. There's 3 games. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to knock them all out in a row. It'd be great. This one game has taken us, like, I think we're on 26 hours of game time or something. And it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to do one of these games. And then we'll move on to something else and then come back for a sequel. And apparently, the main game's 4 chapters, and it's all part of the same continuous story. There is a 5th chapter in this game, but it's kind of like bonus material. It's not related to any of the cases. It's like its own standalone thing. And I think it's Sniper Blaze. He's played these games before. He was saying it's like really long. It's like 10 sections you have to go through. So I'm like, yeah, I think we'll play something else before that. Yeah, just the first one. So we haven't even done a third of what this trilogy contains. Huge game. And the 5th case does give some context for what happens in the next game. Okay, cool. So we'll do it before we move on to the next game. But I think after chapter 4, we'll try something else. I really want to play that Blackwell Legacy from the guys that did Unavowed. I really want to play another one of his games. Okay, so if I've seen that, we've definitely done the other ones. Yeah, Wadjet. I hope he jumps in our streams. I'm definitely going to have to hit him up on Twitter when I post that I'm going live. It was so cool when he jumped in when we were playing Unavowed. See, I don't know why, but I love that company name. It's just so fun to say, Wadjet. Yeah, where did they even come up with that? Oh, here she is. Oh, we can ask her about Gordy. Have you played the Blackwell games, A Funny Thing? Yeah, see, that would be pretty cool to play another Wadjet game. And I also bought another one that's kind of steampunk, not steampunk. Well, what's the word for it? Like Blade Runner. You know, cyberpunk. It's a very cyberpunk looking game, done by the Wadjet guys. So, We have a few games to do. They're not all developed by the guys that did Unavowed. They're also publishers, so they publish different games. But from what I've heard, they're all good quality. Let's see. What are you gonna do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. Oh wait, she's Southern. That's right. What? After all, I only have a photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. Oh, that's right, a UFO. UFO. A UFO. Anyway, if I can't get a career making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. Oh, that's right. It never checks that box. I forgot. Let's see, I haven't played the Blackwell games, but I enjoyed watching Unavowed a lot, so I'm excited. Yes, just a tragedy. That's all it was. Just a tragedy. Playing that game was not a tragedy at all. That game was fantastic. That was definitely one of my favorite games we've streamed so far. Hey, Lotta. Oh, cute. He yours? He's a canine police dog. His name's Missile. Oh. Canines are the ones they use to sniff for things, right? I wonder what Gordy smells like. I hadn't thought about that. We should be able to use him to track down Gordy. Yep, I'd have to say I know exactly squat about that. It's painfully easy to know when something doesn't catch Lotta's interest. Which is funny because this is Lotta's deposition. How does she not know anything about what she just said? Oops, same thing. We've probably shown her all this in the past. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? What if you get a picture of Gordy, and it turns out like this enlargement did? Y'all crazy? A blurry picture like this doesn't make a hit story. I needed a picture that screams, I am Gordy, hear me roar. I can't turn something like this into the paper. What kind of fool do you think I am? The kind of fool that would take a turning a blurry picture as evidence in a murder trial? Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. Okay, so I think we're done here. I wonder if there's anything new to examine. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Cold, it looks like it's a beautiful day. The sign says no camping. What are you doing, Lotta? Funny place to pitch your tent. Funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. What kind of question is that? Hey, Nick. What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum then. I'm not having this conversation. I think the best ones are actually like cast iron skillets. Those things are amazing. Aluminum is good because it transfers heat pretty evenly and it's cheap. The trees glow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. It's weird, some of these things I swear we've seen before. Alrighty, so nothing much there. Oh, let's check the rental place. We haven't been here in a long time. Nothing. Probably because you have John. This is true. Oops. Wrong way. There we go. I remember it. You remember where we need to go next? So we're waiting for him to get done with questioning. We can check now, but nothing really happened. I don't think that's gonna change. Yeah, see, he's still not here. Oh, we couldn't go here earlier. Nothing. Dang it. And it just talks about how it's a solid mahogany desk, very expensive. We've already looked at all this. So somehow we need to show Lotta that the Loch Ness Monster type of creature exists. How are we gonna do that? Maybe let's talk to some more. Secret weapons. Did we not do this? Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things? Oh, we're gonna trade it out. Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you. Department policy. Oh, so we're gonna trade the dog and try something different. Well, take your pick. Which will it be? I know, but Missile. But he's not finding... I was gonna say Nessie. It's not Nessie. 40. I guess the fishing pole might make the most sense. Maybe we can fish the monster out. Can we borrow that flimsy-looking fishing pole? Sure thing, pal. Oh, if it breaks, be sure to dispose of it properly, okay? Right. Okay, Detective Gumshoe's personal fishing pole. Sadly flimsy and dubious utility. Alright, let's go try it out there, I guess. I wonder how that works. There's really no, like, use item button. You can only use items on people. Yeah, it takes like 4 steps to get there. Ah, now we got something going on. Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot. Good spot? For what? Time to do some fishing. She's serious. What are you gonna use for bait? Oh. Yeah, oh. I figured something like this would happen. We should have brought Missile along with us too. At least then we'd have bait. Dude, Phoenix is not a dog person. I don't know about this. First he calls it a creature, now he's calling him bait. Oh, Maya's gonna put him in his place. Nick, how could you? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Not really. Some jokes are better left untold. Ugh, she hit me. Okay, watch this, Nick. Just try not to reel in any empty cans or boots, okay? Here we go. Heck, my leg. Oh, did she just... Did she get the, like, hook stuck in her leg and pull herself down? Holy crap. Hey, what are you doing? Sorry, Lotta. Don't tell me y'all are selling on some film company's payroll. Nick, pay her. Oh, we have to buy the film every time this happens. My poor, poor wallet. So was that it? Can we not do any other kind of fishing? Lotta, wait. For catching Gordy. A fishing pole? Are you out of your doggone mind? Yes, I mean, yes, it's a fishing pole. Huh. I never thought of that. Good luck. Thanks. I don't believe it. But how, I can't actually, like, use it, though. Like, I can look over here. But it just goes right back here. Alright, let's skip this. The only other thing is maybe we can use it at the boat docks. So let me move over there. Oh, maybe he can talk about the fishing pole. Nope. Yo, You can't catch that many fish in this lake. I'm not after a small fry. I'm after the biggest fry of them all, Gordy. You're really gonna try to fish out a monster? To save Edgeworth? Yes. Brings a tear to my eye in more ways than one. Oh, well, that still didn't do anything, but I got some more dialogue. Hi, Georgie. Want to come over here? Come on, buddy. Georgie might want to come say hi. Come here, buddy. You just go potty. Oh, yeah. But check out Georgie. Oh, he's all wet. He just got a haircut and a bath. He's looking so good. I know. A lot of his hair's gone. Andy did a good job cutting his face down a little bit. Oh, good boy. And I gave Gus a really deep haircut. He was getting super shitty. Hey, Gusher Bear, you want to come say hi real quick? Come on, Georgie. There we go, we got a little song. Okay. Oh. Growling so much he's choking on himself. Come here, Gusher Bear. Come say hi. Gus, come here. Oh, yeah. Look at this big boy. Yeah, sure. Alright. Yeah, see. Kept his beard, but the rest of him is real short. Usually he's got real long hair, but you can see we shaved him down pretty good. Look how big he is compared to me, like versus Jesse or something. What? Alright, we got all 3 dogs in on stream already. It's only been going on for 45 minutes. Oh, Georgie, rest in peace. Okay. I think we're done. Oh, I was gonna check out the boat area. No, can't fish from here either. Alright, let's trade it for another item, I suppose. Entrance. And then... here, okay. Secret weapons. So we tried the fishing pole, we tried missile. I guess the metal detector? I'm not sure where that's gonna get us. Can we borrow that metal detector? Morning, world. Hey, Relentless, how's it going? I'm glad you could jump in. Are you just waking up right now? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're gonna find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Alright. Makes a noise when metallic objects are near. A useful detective device. Or detection device. So you finally chose the right thing. Yeah. The last option, of course. I mean, you know me. I will feed wine to a baby before I find the right course of action. And yes, I just woke up. Good morning. It's good to see you. Yeah, do a little bonus stream. More of a replacement stream, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow night with my family in town. So we're going to knock out a little bit of time today. Alright, so back to the lake. And I'm pretty sure we have to use it here. Hey Lotta, look at this. It's a metal detector. Let's see, it's 9:30 a.m. here. Oh, that's probably around the time I'm going to be waking up tomorrow. But it is 11:30 p.m. here. I know what it is. I'm not sure that's going to pick up Gordy though. Unless he's been eating people's watches or spare change or something. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Okay, so this is not the place to use it. Let's try it here. Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that thing. I'm a mere seller of hot dogs. Dang it. I don't see how we can use it. Oh. Well, hello. Nick, it's Pee-Pee. The metal detector's found something. Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Well, check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Because I'm using the metal detector. Nick. What is that? Is that a water bottle? With some, like, flags around it? Huh? Oh, an air tank. Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Very good points. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. That looks like the same flags that we saw at the hot dog stand. What if Gordy's amphibious, though? He could be in the bushes, then. Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Okay, an empty air tank. The valve is open, and the banner of flags is wrapped around it. So we need to go talk to our buddy Harry Butts. What about this air tank? What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Ooh, is it yours? I would almost ask, is it yours? Because look at all those flags he has all around his stand. Let's try that. Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. Ooh. I feel like I'm in a court case with this music. Oh no. Must be a coincidence. There's a string of flags everywhere these days. Some twitching is lying. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? To inflate something like that giant inflatable thing behind you? Or to go diving? These are both good. I think he would use it to inflate something. I bet that other girl would use it to go diving. He doesn't seem to care too much about the sea monster. I'm gonna say to inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. Whoosh. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And it didn't go so well. As I suspected. See, Larry is the worst liar in the world. And why would he lie to us? He's our buddy. Come on, Larry. Ask more about the tank. It didn't go so well. Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I don't really want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine. Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then, blam! Linz, how's it going? Good to see you. You're up late. It's late for you, right? I think you're in the States. Ooh, did it take off? The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. Ooh. From Weren't we just talking about rockets, potato salad? You were playing Minecraft, making rockets? And I took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Guard Lake? Oh, maybe that's what they thought Gordy was. It was actually Steel Samurai. It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. Oh, I bet that's what they thought Gordy was. Okay, now that we know that, the flying air tank, more dialogue options. So the tank and the Steel Samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. 20th? A week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianzi gave me that Steel Samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. If it was floating on the water, how the hell could it take 4 days to find it? It's not that huge of a lake, I don't think. Let's see. What is this, Casca? In a John stream? It's most unheard of. Boom! What's up, Casca? How's it going? How did Donkey Kong Country 3 work out for you? I got to watch just a little bit of it while I was working out. I was lurking in there. Hope that you made some good progress. Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see. The night before last was the night of the murder. Poor Casca. Let's not talk about it. Sorry for not telling you. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But, you see, I went home before midnight. So you don't know what happened. Let's see. It was a good stream, but bad runs. Like normal. I couldn't even imagine having to, like, perform to, like, super high-level gameplay while streaming. I can barely, like, stream and keep my head straight. What's the toughest game I played on stream? I think it was probably Dead Cells. That game was pretty tough. No. That's too bad. It's not bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Okay, so now we have to go back to here and tell her it was actually the, whatchamacallit? Steel Samurai inflatable and not a monster. Yep, I'd have to say I know exactly squat about that. So I can't show her that. Oh, I just have to talk to her, maybe. Yeah, we have to hit this Gordy thing and then do that. Ah, the love. It feels good to be back. So, what are you attempting to do in Donkey Kong Country 3, Casca, and how far off are you, like time-wise? Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? I'll say we found him. Or, nope, Gordy doesn't exist. Because it's actually just the Steel Samurai thing. And now the dialogue box will be checked after you talk to her. Thank God, that was hurting my OCD. Every time I looked at it and it wasn't checked, I had to press it again. Let's see, I'm trying to get below 2 hours and 20 minutes doing everything in the game. Holy crap. See, that's a tough speed run. Because you don't know how bad you're doing until like at least an hour or 2 into it. And currently my best is 2:32, so 12 minutes. That's a lot to shave off in terms of like speedrunning, right? Lada? There is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist? I'm surprised our partner doesn't know this yet. Let's see, I can shave off like 6 more minutes, by not dying in the run. Oh, that's like half of it right there. That's pretty good. The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer with his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Considering the world record is 152, I can do a lot. Dang, so what is 2 hours and 20 minutes? Is that just like a personal goal you set for yourself? Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. Has to be this. It's a personal goal? Oh, that's so cool. The last time I watched somebody speedrun, and I didn't realize it was a speedrun stream. I jumped into it just because I like the game. Hey, welcome back, Nate. How was the movie for the billionth time? I was watching The Seventh Guest. Have you guys ever played that game? It's like a point and click puzzle game, but it's like first person. And you kind of like move around a mansion and you solve very logic based puzzles. You don't get items really. You more find like a chessboard and you have to do something cool with it or rearrange letters, things like that. I don't know what the time was, but it was very interesting to watch somebody speedrun that type of game. That doesn't seem like a speedrun game that would work very well.
Take that!
Larry's air tank. Got it. Movie was fantastic as usual. Loved it. Might have to watch that sometime, Nate. It's a wild Nate. I just got out of bed. We can change shifts. Relentless, out of bed, Nate, into bed. Go. What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you seeing, Nick? A wild Nate appears out of the woods. So, when I play Pokemon eventually, if the game has like open world aspects and I can go into the forest and do random battles, I fully expect to find a wild Nate. It's more likely than you think. Let's see. There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. I love how he describes it. An idiot. Just wandering around with his Game Boy. I wonder if they'll ever make another sequel to Kathy Rain. Will we ever see that Nate again? He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. That's why the pictures were going off. Bang. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time. Pictures. I mean, I don't know what part of the steel samurai costume that is, but a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait. So you're saying that Gordy is really the steel samurai? Was that the arm? Dude, that is a huge arm on that costume. Oh, she's defeated. Now she has to go back to school. Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info, like I promised. Poor Lotta. Kate's information. Give it to me. So, tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? We've never had access to the boat rental stuff. There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta, we will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera My camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just a lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Not only did she keep it to herself, she straight up lied and didn't mention it, like that there was more pictures taken. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Alright, shows an empty lake at 11:50 p.m. Bye-bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Aww. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. Let's see. This is the music to destroying someone's dreams. That's the "You're Gonna Be Sad" theme song. You may think it's useless now, but we know in this game no evidence is useless. You find the most random times to break those things out. See, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. I love all the puns. Okay, well, how are we doing on time as far as like what we have to do next in this game? Maybe we can finally go talk to our client. They kept saying, come back later, come back later. He's in here. No, not yet. There we go. Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to? Ah, that's right. Let's come back later. Dang it. Let's see. No regrouping here. Don't waste time showing me things. We have to get cracking on this case. You know the enemy has more tricks up his sleeve. He's bringing in another witness. I can't actually look at that picture. That's a bummer. Nobody here. Let's see here. We go back to the lake? I thought we did everything there. Let's see, go check. Oh, the boat rental place. That's what they had said last. You're right. Now we know there's an old guy working there. There we go. December 26th. At least it's not Christmas anymore. Not that they really cared about that anyway. Hey, Nick. This is the boat rental shop that Lotta was talking about. By the way, speaking of Christmas, it's both good and bad. I guess if you really love Christmas, it's a good thing, but it's kind of expensive. We actually have 3 Christmases. We have one early Christmas morning with Andy's dad. Then we have one Christmas afternoonish, like around 3, and it goes on through dinner at her mom's house. And then typically a few days later, we have Christmas number 3 at my parents' house, but we have to travel for quite a while to get there. A lot of Christmas. Let's see, this is that boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out. Triple Christmas. Let's see, I love all the traditions around Christmas. Oh, me too. Andy's stepdad makes these awesome gingerbread cookies. They're huge. They're like the size of my head. I usually have like 2 or 3 of those. And the different things we do for breakfast and dinner are always fun. Oh, technically we do 4 Christmases. I don't know if I call it Christmas, but Christmas Eve, before we go to my father-in-law's house, we usually stay the night there. Me and Andy and the dogs do a little Christmas celebration at the house where we do our stockings to each other. Sometimes you have like little gifts in there, nothing big. We usually save the big stuff for her mom's house. There are boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. It's almost too much Christmas, Diddy. Especially when we have to, like, buy gifts for pretty much everybody at that point, you know? Although we trade up. Like, I usually buy for all my side of the family. She buys for all of her side of the family. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Isn't that where you found, like, the most recent clue? Oh, we can go in the shack now. I didn't realize this. Let's just... Oh, look at the size of that bird. Holy crap. It's like... From, like, feet to head, he's, like, as big as that entire counter. Oh. Nick, is that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Alright, crazy homeless guy. Nick, you can handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Nick. Yes? Not your name. Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. He's just off in his own world. He's hearing whatever he wants to hear. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. Now I'm supposed to keep this place running like an old man like me. Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello. Quack. Nick, what was that? A parrot, the one on that perch. How could you miss him? He's freaking huge. Keith. Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, honey. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Jojo Mortal, how's it going? It's good to see you again. Hope you're having a great evening, afternoon, midday, whatever time zone it is for you. Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. Wet noodle, you say? Sort of. Wait, sort of which time zone? See, that's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello. Yep. Oh, they're doing that weird thing. Okay, have you or anyone you ever known fallen asleep and had a snot bubble form? I've never seen it. I don't think it's ever happened to me. But apparently in Japan it's like a thing. First time I ever saw something like that, I remember I was very weirded out. Super Mario Brothers 2. That kind of weird one. At the very end of that game it shows some snot bubbles. It's very bizarre. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. So does that mean we get to keep the rest of that payment? Ah, we can ask him about 2 things. Say Japan doesn't know about nasal spray. Confirmed. Dude, a runny nose maybe, but not snot bubbles. Yeah, exactly, Diddy. I mean, I have to take like allergy nasal spray pretty quickly, or pretty often. But there's another one. Have you guys ever used Afrin? If you're ever sick and like super congested, you know, you take Dayquil or NyQuil to help stop producing all the phlegm, but it's still in there. You take 1 shot of Afrin in each nose. Holy crap, that thing's like, I don't know, some kind of ridiculous acid. It just wipes away everything in your nasal passages. You can breathe perfectly for a good amount of time. They claim 12 hours. It's probably not quite that, but it's good. Wait, that was a snot bubble? You hear the sound of that? A pasta shop. Oh yeah, to think, the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know. So that makes you two the third generation. Let's see, and each nostril, relentless, sorry. Yeah, each nose, you know. You got this nose and you got this nose. John has 5, didn't you know? Oh man, my allergies would be off the hook if I had 5 noses. Let's see. Meg. Yes? Tomorrow, we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg! Holy crap, he's getting pissed. Yes? You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Let's see, for sniffing out contradictions. Speaking of contradictions, I want to play that game again for you guys sometime. When I first played it, it was way before the Brian raid, so not many people saw it, but that game would totally be worth playing again. Of course, how could I forget the detective knows? Right, of course, everyone knows that. Nick. Huh? How long do we have to keep up this all in the family charade? Dude, she just wants to tear into him, huh? This old man must know something about murder. We're not leaving until we find out what it is. Alright, what about this boat rental shop? Pop. It's like an alarm system. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. So he's just out of his freaking mind. No, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten any orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of those boats." That's why I keep those boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Oops, didn't mean to do that twice. Luckily, you can fly through the dialogue pretty quick. Okay, so we're done there. I think we need to present stuff to him. How about this empty lake picture? Now, listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow lioli? Rainbow lioli? I figured out was the last color we should use. Indigo blue. Indigo blue. That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. Pop. Now, listen here, Keith. Oh, this is the same thing. I'm thinking we go through everything. I love me some rainbow lioli. He doesn't care about hardly any of these. Not that one either. Okay. What is he gonna care about? Not that one. If I skip through like that very quick, that just means we've already read it before. Very repetitive. Now, listen here, Keith. We've already picked this kind of option. Skip, 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 skip. Nope, not that one either. Do you think one of these would get a rise out of him? Not that one. Probably this one, if I had to guess. He's gonna pretend like he didn't do anything, but he did. Okay. I want that bird to do some more cool stuff. Nope. Last item. Everybody loves our badge. Ooh. Wow, I was just kind of doing that as a joke. That's a lawyer's badge. Yes, yes it is. I don't believe in it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? When in doubt. It worked for once, finally. I totally would have skipped that normally. Yep, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Uh-oh. Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. See, we're investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. Why is he excited about that? But on one condition. What's that? When the case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. The hell's the wet noodle? I promise, because I don't know what it is. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? Ooh, Phoenix noodles. The restaurant, the pasta restaurant, John. Duh. All he cares about. I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, we just established we're not Keith. Wait, didn't I just say you two may? Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Hello, hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Oops. Which one did we just use? Oh, that was that. I think we've gone through all of these. We've gone through everything. Oh, we didn't examine this room yet. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? It doesn't respond to her. It ignored me. What you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly. Or Polly, how you been? Hello, hello. See? Neat, so the parrot's name is Polly. Let's see, the erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker answers to the name Polly. Did we just basically jack that guy's bird? Now I feel kind of bad. Too bad all she can say is hello. Polly's the murderer. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Old Polly can say lots of things, unless you're talking about animated. No, thank you. So you just need the secret words. Secret words. Well, you know the secret words. It's Polly. Polly, what's your name? Polly. Cute. Maya's found a new friend. It looks like the kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. That's right, Keith. I'm confused. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on the table. Looks warm. Electric blanket on the table to keep your food warm? That's kind of an interesting thought. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. Wait, what were we talking about? Aw, you're a party pooper, Nick. Let's see, I wish I had kotatsu. What's kotatsu? Is that what this food is right here? Oh, is that the one that has the seaweed around it? Or is that one of those fruit-looking things? Wow, there's lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Ooh, is this place alive? Of course. What's the point of going fishing in your own backyard? Deep sea fishing's the best. Mighty tasty, too. See, it's a low table covered by a blanket or futon. Oh, that's the name of the table itself. I gotcha. Looks like a little safe. Don't do it. Now, don't you go opening people's safes without their permission, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Maybe later. Later? Still a TV. Wow, he has a television in here too. Let's see, I also wish I had some things I assume are rice crackers. Oh, I can't see it because she's blocking it. Yep. Don't work though. Really? I picked it up from the dump after all. It figures that it doesn't work. Then, why do you keep it? I don't know. It just looks right here. In the summer, I replace it with a small mini fridge. Mini fridge. A broken mini fridge. And of course, I got that from the dump too. You guys finding some good stuff at the dump. Now see, this place is very Japanese considering we're supposed to be in San Fran. We're in the, what do you call it? Like Little Tokyo or something. There is like a Japanese district in San Fran. I went there, it's pretty cool. Although Chinatown beats everybody. Let's see, this fishing pole looks expensive. Fishing's all about having the right equipment. How are you supposed to catch anything with a 2-cent rod? That's what I'd like to ask Detective Gumshoe. Why do you care? I think that might be it for me right now. Yep, nothing at all. I like these newspapers right underneath the bird. Oh, we can ask about Polly. See, did you end up checking the thing on the top of the TV? Oh, is that a safe or something? I thought I highlighted it, but I didn't see anything pop up. We talked to that once, that was probably it. But, yeah, nothing there. Maybe it's because I'm on Windows too, I'm not sure. My memory's gotten worse of late. He probably got this effing boat rental place from the dump. He's got everything, all of his boats. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly from the dump. Aww. That's an expensive thing to leave at the dump. I think those big birds are like super expensive. Let's see, Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk. All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? All it takes is a little clever thinking and a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little secret heist schemes. we're done there. How far do we get? Do we do this one? Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. No, it's not okay. Wait, who will throw the burb away? Seriously. Well, you don't never throw a burb away. Because they live a long time. You gotta find someone else to adopt them. Let's see. Dad, you know something specific about this? Yep, the other night, out on the lake. Yes, yes. I know it all happened. I know all about... Let's see, I know all about that. I've seen it. New dad acquired. Yoink. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. Is that it? Oh, doesn't care about that. Guess we'll try the autopsy report. Nope, he fell asleep. Not so much. Whoops. Just let me hit that mic. There we go. Finance. Come on. Alright, how about the badge? This worked one time. You won't be needing that badge to run a pasta shop. Toss it. I think I'll hold on to it if you don't mind. Slowing us down. Ah, new dialogue option. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night anyway. Yep. It was dark after midnight. Oh, it was dark after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Ooh, what did he see? Then I heard another one. Bang! Splash. A little while later, and this boat comes back. Then, a young man walked by my window here. Ooh. He was muttering something to himself. Yep. Wait, what did he say? Yep. Nate, this was fun, but I'm already falling asleep, so I'm going to head to bed. I'll keep lurking, though. Well, thank you for the lurk, Nick, and thank you so much for the biddies.
I super appreciate it. Let me just creep you out. Save a hard time going to sleep.
I'm just kidding. Something more soothing.
How about this? Good night, Nate. Thank you for dropping in. And thank you for the lurk.
Thank you for the gif of Jessie gnawing on her ball. That's one of my favorite gifs, honestly. That one, and of course, it's not one of my dogs, but this one. Try this out. I always have to watch that. I know it's coming, so I can stare at it. That poor doggo. Wasted. Let's see. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, I promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Yeah. Little Terry was just here. Terry? I love that wasted. It's one of my favorites. I gotta add some more funny gifs. And even ones of the dogs. I wonder if I can show you a sneak peek of one. Oh crap, was it on this phone? I think it might have been on my old phone. Okay, I got a new phone not too long ago. Crap, it must be on my old phone. But I have this one. We were at my parents' house and we were playing tetherball. And Jessie got so excited. She loves balls. That's getting flagged on YouTube. We're playing tetherball, and you know when the ball gets close to the floor when it's just gonna like go in a circle real fast? Jessie got so excited. She was chasing this ball around, jumping up, trying to get to it. It's so cute. She was trying to be the tetherball master. That's a good one. And what was another gift that we got? I know I have at least 2 that I haven't uploaded yet. Let's see, what song is that? Oh, what is it called? I can think of the chorus. It says like, am I thinking of the right song? Never Gonna Dance Again, I think. Never gonna dance again. Something got no rhythm. I think that's the same song. Let's see, what song is that? I have to think about it now. Let me see if I can find it. It's one of those things that's gonna drive me nuts if I don't know what it is. Careless Whisper. I think that might be it. Yeah. Let me listen to a second of it. Is that the same song? Twitch just restarted. Uh-oh. Just restarted. It should still be playing for you guys. Yeah, this is totally Careless Whisper. I'm finding a YouTube video of it real quick. That's it. Classic. It's a good song, honestly. I like it. It's not usually the kind of music I listen to, but it's good. Let's see, yep, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He still thinks we're Keith. He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself whiskers growing out of his face. You must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. Oh. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're getting much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Holly, have we forgotten something? What? Oh, don't forget DL6. Squawk. Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. What? The DL6 incident? Ooh, the plot thickens. Why would the bird know that? You know, I think in real life, some people have been incriminated because their bird states something. Like, they might say something bad that you said, you know, and it incriminates you. The plot is getting dummy thick. Hey, mister. I mean, Dad. He's already asleep. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Yeah. It was me. I was going, squawk!
He did.
Multiple times. Sorry. I creeped out Andy from across the house. She heard me doing the funny voice for the parrot. Parrot, she's like, what? Who's in the house? Poor Andy. I know she's trying to sleep. Oh, it's so late for her. Let's see. Sexy sex equals when you drop the soap. Oh, prison time. Mr. Dad, wake up. Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh. What? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. So we're going to have to go around and ask everyone about it now. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Alright, let's do that first before I waste too much time. Should be here. Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Oh, you have two options here. Nice. you know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it. Oh, you know, I think I know what you were talking about, Diddy. It looks like I had it on my thing too. I wasn't paying enough attention on my tablet. It looks like it died there too. I have to like refresh it. But there it said the broadcast had ended. I thought Twitch is supposed to be cool about showing like a connection lost screen and then it comes right back up, but it didn't work there. I wonder if that was a problem with my internet or a problem with Twitch. He said the old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh. How'd you... that was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who the old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. And yet he's going to be a witness? That seems like a great idea. We don't know who this guy is, and he makes no sense. Let's put him on the stand. Okay, Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about the DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show it to you then either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I gotta consider opening the file up. Ah, so we have to come back here. Prove to him. Did we just steal a guy's bird? Let's see, the erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker answers to the name Polly. What's that, a parrot? The old man at the boat rentals shop's parrot. The parrot knew about the incident. Incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget about DL6. Squawk. Oh. Interesting. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be... I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Wow, we convinced him very quickly. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, go to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. I already showed these? Okay, he doesn't know that one. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. This is really helpful. Really? Seems surprised. No. Just glad it worked out for you. Okay, I don't think he needs to see anything else. We've shown him everything else. Anything new to talk about? So, we're just going to kind of go place to... Oh, the records room. Here we go. We keep slowly opening up new places to go. Wow. It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were both 9 years old. We were almost through with the 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. No, suddenly. Interesting. Because of DL6? Nick, I found where the file is. Wow, that was quick. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to do about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the file right away. We need to examine stuff. We haven't looked at anything yet. Here are files collected. Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow, these are all case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case report is in here too, quietly gathering dust. This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. That's what we care about. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons, others are who knows what. Most of it looks like random junk. Nick, what do you think of this what do you think this clothespin is for? Don't touch that. It's evidence. There are shelves stuffed with cases and files in the back of the room, too. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity. Nick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. Something in here. It looks like there are files inside that glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside. Nick, it's locked. It must have a monster. Let's see. Nope. Locked. Not getting in there. Do we need to get a key? I thought that we got full access. Ah, we can ask her to do stuff here. Let's go. Alright, case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Alright, summary, found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. Alright, what? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. Hitting a little close to home, huh? There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Oh, I remember the earthquake talk. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. Let's see, Edgeworth. Yeah, he doesn't like earthquakes, and this is probably why. Ooh, backstory. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. Yeah, if I was trapped somewhere for 5 hours, I'd be traumatized too. That would be scary like that, in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. Survivors? One of them pulled... Oh, please keep going. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Victim data. Do you have any old log of data records? So yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. Whenever I hear Edgeworth, I always think of our friend, not the dad. I'm like, that doesn't look anything like Edgeworth. Never mind. He had lost that day's case in court and got into the museum with his son, Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and the other evidence, it could not have been suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. Sounds just like the current case. What's going on here? So stay on a boat took place on an elevator. Having data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yopi. Do we know that name? He was a clerk in the courtroom, or in the court apparently. So he must have been on the the third person in the elevator. Well then, he had to have done it. But he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyers, Robert Hammond. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived so much that he had brain damage. Ooh, is this the old guy working at the boat shop? He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? Oh, excuse me. He may be closer than we think. Ooh, I think we finished that day. Sleepy John. But I'm not ready to go to bed yet. Let's see. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. He's definitely slightly traumatized, at the very least. Nick, are we going to take the whole file so there's too much? Wait, there's too much and we'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Here's the file in DL6. That's probably all we'll find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Is that how he's going to arrest him? Dad? To be continued. Hell yeah, I want to save. Day 3. Oops, don't need to save again. December 27th, 2 days from Christmas. Oh, I hate this lawyer that we're going up against the prosecutor so bad. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Oh, Dracula Von Prosecutor. Very well. No opening statement, so... That's awesome. Crap, what voice did I give him? I made him mean, didn't I? Not so fast, Judge. I was taking meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Ooh, that's a hell of a prediction. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Ooh, can't say anything will get objected. Ah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Alright. I call my witness to the decisive... Screwed that up. I call witness my decision witness to the stand. Decisive decision. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. not such a surprise to us now. Witness, state your profession. Oh, is that Penginstula? Penginsuta. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm probably butchering that, and if I am, please correct me. Holy cow. Kate, I'm going to give it just a minute, because it always pops up in chat before it pops up anywhere else. But let's migrate over here real quick. And I'd like to do some singing, so... Welcome, Kate. Thank you so much for the raid, and welcome everybody else. We got Dragon Death Cab, of course, Kate Thanks by Ikala. Is that how I say that? Let's see, Wicked Incorporated, Sophie is elsewhere. Copy Fright, oh, that's a cool name, Copy Fright. Did we just beat the game? No, we haven't beat it yet. I'm probably going to stream for at least half an hour more, and we're in the last case in the actual... I just did this one because it's kind of more of a blow-up screen of me. I guess we can go... Really, here's the actual game screen. We can go... Oh, and I want to get this one too. Randu Rage, welcome. We haven't beat it yet. Let me show you. Let's see, do I still have it here? Yes. Welcome, Raiders.
This might be a little too intense.
Fair warning, John might fall asleep on stream. I am fighting it, just a wee bit. I had a little bit of iced coffee, probably not enough. It happens to the best of us, Diddy. I know, I had a full day of work, and then from about 4:30 to 5:30 I worked out. 5:30 until 10:30 I cleaned the house, so my body was exhausted, but I have to cancel tomorrow's normal scheduled stream because my brother's coming into town. He's going to stay with us a couple days. So, I'm super excited for that. Are you out of here, Dragon? Let's see, just joined to show some good vibes. I'm taking the train to Sleepy Time Junction. Aw, thank you for jumping in with the Raid Dragon. Have a good night. So yeah. Basically, it's been a very long day. I wanted to get at least a couple hours of stream in. One thing I notice is I start saying unintelligible things as I'm reading what they say. It's like... the sleep starts to take over. I don't fall asleep, but I say something that's not there at all. And I catch myself. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, John? I'm getting tired. Oh no, I wasn't about to go to sleep anyway, Kate. So no, that was a perfect raid. Thank you so much. And how did the rest of Far Cry go, by the way? So yeah, right now we're in the questioning the witness phase. Let's see, I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, The Wet Noodle at Guard Lake. Which is funny, because this guy's insane. He actually owns like a boat rental shop. And I also rent boats. He was totally coached to say that. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yeah, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yeah, I want to know who he is. Let's see, it was crazy. There was some unexpected nudity. Uh-oh. And a lot of drugs and tripping out. But it was an excellent experience. Okay, was the nudity in the game? Or was it in your stream? Just kidding. Yeah, you know, that happened... What game was I playing? Outlast 2. I think that game had some nudity, and I was like, oh crap. Am I gonna get in trouble with Twitch? Definitely in the game, though the stream does get lewd. I like your sly comments. Those are pretty funny. Let's see, he's a grandpa, Kate. Of course he's sleepy. Him or me? I think it works both ways. Okay, we're raising an objection. John, you voluntarily zoomed in on the titties and elephant. Did I? It's been so long, I forget. I might have done that on purpose. To be fair, we asked him to... Okay, good. I was like, did I just do that on my own volition? No, you guys helped. We probably did a vote. And the vote was zoom in on those titties. Call out culture. Better than cancel culture, right? I don't quite get all that. Maybe I'm not into the They were important to the case. Maybe I'm not into social media enough, but what is that? When somebody does something that like upsets the general populace, people like cancel them? What is that exactly? Like, I don't know, you just ignore their celebrity status? I don't know. Very important to the plot. Oh yeah, don't show Andy the VOD. Shh, don't clip this. I'll get in trouble. Okay, we're raising objection. I admit to being like, but I wanted to see the titties.
Objection!
Wait a minute. Let's see, I think cancel culture is when the celebrity does something effed up. No, when the celebrity does something up and they get canceled in whatever show movie they're in. Oh, more like official, not like social media canceled, but like they actually get thrown off their show. Kind of like what is the guy's name? Kevin Spacey. He was in that political show and he got thrown off after his scandal. Canceling someone is basically saying this person is bad, and if you like them, you are also bad. John, I need your voice to put me to sleep. Cliff, welcome back. I can oblige. See, I don't think I have any cool voices that would make it easier for you to fall asleep. I think they just screw up my voice and make it worse. Like,
rock-a-bye baby on the treetop.
ain't nobody going to sleep with that. But I'll just let my natural voice soothe you to sleep. Let's see. I know Diddy. Oh my god. I think it goes both ways, but was coined after official. Okay. I know, that's just creepy. Holy shit, John, that was terrifying. Nobody's going to sleep now. Except for me, because I couldn't hear it. Whenever I turn on the ability for me to hear the sounds, there's like an echo. So I usually have it off. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Objection! Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. If we just like push the witness, we can make it go past 3 minutes. He will fail. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Was that the same sound effect as the gavel? Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Oh, that's interesting. That reminds me of Memento. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. And we talked about this movie, I think, on the last stream, but if anybody has never seen the movie Memento, you have to watch it. It's fantastic. It's a very confusing movie, but it's really good. Nobody has said his name in years. Very lonely boat shop rental person. Kate has to watch Memento. You've never seen it? I'm Christopher Nolan. He's like one of my favorite directors, and that's probably my favorite movie by him. You can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Alright, here comes the good stuff. Now we have to try to find a contradiction. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant. I rent boats, as usual. He thinks he's at a restaurant? Guy looks like he's drunk off his ass. And I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out to the window, I saw a boat floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Let's see. Oh, I can't believe I caught part of the stream. It's 8:42 a.m. here. Hey, Chivy. I know we're doing a very impromptu, super late stream. I'm glad you could jump in. We'll probably be going for about half an hour more or so. Unfortunately, I can't stay up super, super late. One, because I will probably fall asleep on stream. And two, I have my brother coming into town tomorrow. That's why I'm doing it tonight, because I have to cancel tomorrow's stream. And if I sleep in too late, I definitely won't get everything ready before he shows up. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
Objection!
How can you object that? There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright. Cross-examine, like I'm not just gonna roll over and die. So how's your morning going so far, Chitty? Do you have to work today? It's weird, because my brother is coming over, I'm taking Tuesday and Wednesday off. So it's like, I work Monday, I don't work Tuesday and Wednesday, I work Thursday and Friday, and then I have another weekend. It's like a weekend in the middle of my week. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. I'll be back in 20 minutes? Oh, we'll see you soon, Potato. I'll probably still be on. Let's see. Yes, I'll be pressing shirts in a couple hours. No! So you don't have to get to work super early, unless you're on break. By 9 o'clock, I'm already what time do you say? It was like 8:42. I'm like over 2 hours into my shift by 8:42. I wake up like at 5 in the morning. Very well, you may begin. That's another reason why I'm kind of tired, because I've already been awake for 20 hours? Yeah, that's about right. Holy crap. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's take our time. Let's see. I'm lucky. I work in mid-morning until 5. See, I do kind of like getting off early, although I still work till 4:30, but I work 9-hour days. You may cross-examine your witness. I love how he's just like petering back and forth. I kind of do that when I'm drunk. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep, let's press that.
Hold it!
Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. That's not very specific enough. I think the murder was at 12:30, though. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure of it today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Pup. Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly. I did, yep. You see, continue. I was in the restaurant where I rep boats, as usual.
Hold it!
What? That doesn't make sense. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Yep.
Hold it!
Only one bang. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake.
Hold it!
Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time, that is. At the time. heard another bang.
Hold it!
So you heard 2 gunshots total. See, personally, I wouldn't trust what this guy says, even if he says he's sure. Well, also, he's taking notes from the prosecution. You can totally tell. He's, like, in his pocket. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Hold it!
By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Just instantly falls asleep. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, so this is the previous one, right? Yeah. So that man was the defendant. He was saying, "I can't believe he's dead."
Hold it!
Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad? I love that. Dead certain, Keith. Holy crap. He said, "I can't believe he's dead," as he was walking by, too. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Oh, and he died. The hell's going on? This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. That was just testimony. That's not decisive evidence. I can't believe you murdered him in the courtroom, and I'm going to get away with it too. On karma. He lured me into this cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. Well, acting quick would not be, let's just wait and see what happens. Let's just go to the pub and wait for all this to blow over. No, we need to raise an objection.
Objection!
I don't know what we're objecting exactly. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints that Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Another objection.
Objection!
Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his words is we all have. If he were willing to tell a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize this basic fact. If you say that his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Wow, I thought it was going to let me go through my evidence and fail a little bit. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. I guess we're working with both kinds. 30 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new world record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Ooh, telepathic link. Let's see. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Oh crap. It's not over. Nor is there any need for more time to decide on the case against the defendant. I guess these cases actually have... And it's always like you're guilty until proved innocent. I don't like that. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. I didn't even get a chance. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month of today's date. This can't be the end. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait. Who was that just now? Me. What? Hey, it's our buddy, Harry Butts. Larry, what are you doing here? Listen, you guys gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. Objection. Good old Larry saves the day. Even after he's been lying to us too. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from the other ones I remember. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Rubble. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. Not gonna be the last. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you have already given your decision. The trial is over. Yeah, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. That's right. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth is just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. We could be held in contempt. That would be worse. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right there, right here, right now. A waste of time. See, the verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes have been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. I don't think they can do that. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. What is this, some sort of fair trial? After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. 8. Alright, so this is just outside the courtroom. Phew, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was the one at the lake that night? Yes. It was looking for some of that. He went looking for the steel semi-balloon and flew into the lake. Oh, right. And then he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? I'm surprised we haven't asked him that yet. Oh. Story time. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. Rookie mistake. I didn't have any reasons to test TV, really. I see. Right? Yeah. This might be our last chance. Our chance. Von Karma only ever has perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. John, you're falling asleep. Please go to bed. I know. 1 o'clock. Let me get past this scene, and then we'll save it. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Although, if he's full of holes, that's bad for us, too. That means the prosecution will find those holes, and you know that guy's going to tear through them. Welcome back, Potato. Hey, 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. Court is back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop. Then, just as I was thinking about going back home, I heard this bang. Thanks, geez, I stayed up all night. What time is it, Potato? I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin cross-examining. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Okay, so do we press on everything, or do we just let him slide? Let's see. Geez, I stayed up all night, 9 a.m. Holy crap, Potato. How come you stayed up all night? Just couldn't sleep? Let's see. Up to you, sleeping captain. Good morning, Tato. I mean, if I want more information, I always want to press him on everything. But I also might want to keep it vague so the other guy has less to work with. But if everyone's telling the truth, it should work out in our favor. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Ah. Okay, well, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out on the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Oh, two things. I got Joncadia's dream, and I got insomnia. That's a bad... Well, I don't know. For some people, actually, Potato, the Joncadia's dream can cure insomnia. Apparently my voice helps lull people to sleep.
Unless I do something like this, and then you ain't getting no sleep.
I was looking for something, and I found it. And I'm putting myself to sleep. No, for me, it's not my voice putting me to sleep. It's just pure exhaustion. Looking for something. Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What was a witness searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gormy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get over it. Calm, soothing voice. Go to sleep, potato salad. You are getting sleepy. Oh, no, you're not. It's 9 a.m. It's like daylight. I personally have a really hard time sleeping if it's ever light outside. So, if I moved to, like, Alaska, I would be dead. In, like, the spring or whenever that happens. Let's see. So, he quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around noon? Yeah, or midnight? You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Or, more likely, they're phony. Kate used to wake up slash. It's super effective. Oh, we do have a Wake Up Lieutenant sound you can play. That's caught me by surprise before. Let's see, I can't sleep in the light at all unless it's induced by my brother's medicine called Fists. Wait, does that help you sleep or does he just straight up knock you out? Let's see, I use these eye covers, when you get on planes when I want to sleep in daylight. Works like a charm for you. That's awesome therapy. Let's see. I want to try it real quick. I forget what it is. I don't know how many points I have left, to be honest. Isn't that what it is?
Wake
Come
up,
on.
Lieutenant.
Oh, there it is. Somebody played it. I heard it. If I was trying to wake someone up, what would be the best wake-up sound? Objection's pretty good. I would actually say... Oh, I know. This would wake me up. Something like that. Alright. Then, I was thinking about going home. I heard this bang. Alright, let's,
28 stab.
We have, like, at least 5 or 6, Detroit sound effects in here. I love it.
This is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.
Therapy, I meant to ask you. Dale Cooper! Yes, exactly. We need to get a good sound effect, and I know you got the software to do it, Therapy. For like it's just a tragedy from Unavowed. We need that as like a sound effect to play. Let's see, coffee sound will wake me up because I like some coffee right away. Have you already, for you it's like probably 10 o'clock now. Have you already had your coffee, Therapy? So are you a big Twin Peaks fan, Kate? And have you watched season 3, the new season? Okay, where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Oh yeah, big fan. Season 3 was a complete mind screw. Exactly, it was insane. Let's see, someone mentions coffee in therapy's immediate vicinity and boom. Yeah, if you could make a tragedy sound, that'd be awesome therapy. And I have the YouTube clips if you want to try to get it from there as well. Let's see, I'm rewatching old Twin Peaks now, and I'm going to watch the new one after that. Oh, sweet. I'm curious how you like it. Just wave some coffee under therapy's nose. It's like smelling salts. Wakes you right up. Let's see, I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat.
Hold it!
Wasn't there a boat on the lake? But they also said it was foggy too, right? Or just throw it at him. That'll do it too. Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. See, oh, you haven't had any coffee yet. I've been exercising while watching the stream, and now I'm having my protein shake. You know, I've actually gotten a protein shake mix that had coffee. It was like coffee flavored, and the ingredients, it actually had coffee in it. Ooh, make it Irish coffee. After that, I heard that single gunshot, and I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Okay. What do we have that we could contradict them? Let's see, my shake includes oats, peanut butter, blueberries, and protein powder. I made it myself. That sounds super tasty. My shakes are basic. I just take protein powder and water. Typical lazy guy protein shake. Let's see. Quietly slipped out the back at the rental shop dock. We heard a bang. Oh. So, when he says he only heard one shot, I think that's something we can contradict. Put some strawberries in there and it'll be better. Ooh. Just skip the water too and snort it like cocaine. I don't know how that works, Relentless. Does that actually get into your digestive system to help your muscles, or does that just go into your lungs and cause problems? Single gunshot. Okay, so we should... Well, it would get somewhere. Maybe your lungs will get very strong. No, it just kills you, John. One of these talks about 2 gunshots. Oh, see, this one says fired 3 times. I think that's all we have. Camera. For how many sounds were taken, maybe? Wait, don't you want strong lungs, John? I do. I have pretty good lungs. I don't have, what do they call that when you need like an inhaler and stuff? Asthma? I don't have asthma, thank goodness. If this was fired 3 times, I think this will contradict this statement. That he heard a single gunshot and then went home. Yeah, let me try that one first. So you have a slight asthma, not so severe to you need an inhaler or anything. Like if you ran a mile or something, that kind of causes problems. Present. Oh, that wasn't it. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. And he goes, no it doesn't. Crap. Alright, so Potato said the camera. Okay, so he looked out over the lake but didn't see a boat. He says it didn't see a boat. But that picture does show the boat. So maybe we can show this one as a contradiction. Like, here's a picture of the boat. Obviously, you should have been able to see it. Let's see, my ex had asthma and she was always losing her inhaler. And I was the one that had to find it because she was also in a wheelchair. So it's easier for me to look for it. Things you do for love. That's very sweet of you. That's a lot of work. Let's try this.
Objection!
Ooh, that's 2 wrong. Nope, I don't see anything contradictory about that. Okay, that night I was out by the lake. That's fine. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. Oh, you know what? What about this picture? The rental shop dock is like real close to that camping area. See, we had some interesting times due to her being in a wheelchair, but you know, when you love someone, you find a way to make things work. Exactly. I mean, to be honest, sometimes I feel like Andy could almost be in a wheelchair. She wants to be carried around everywhere. Sometimes when I'm too tired to just like carry her, I'm just like, alright, piggyback ride. I'll meet you halfway. I don't know if that map helps us there. Although now she's learned to do a piggyback ride where she doesn't actually hold on to me. She just goes completely limp, like dead weight. And I'm like, you're not helping. This is not a piggyback ride. Let's see, gotta go shower. In case you finish the stream before I come back, take care, John Amber. Oh, thank you so much, Therapy. And thank you for the subscription again. I appreciate that so much. Have a great shower. And if I don't see you then, have a great night. I'm worried, guys. I'm not sure what to do about this contradiction. Yeah, this is a snap. Oh, my back! Oh, this picture shows an empty lake at 11:50, so there was no... Oh, that must have been when the first shot went off. It wasn't actually a shot, it was the canister, right? The air compressor? This is an old murder scene. This isn't going to be useful here, I don't think. Oh, this one. I heard 2 gunshots. Crap. That's probably the one I need. I'm thinking this one. After he heard a single shot, he went home. So I think we need to present this disposition where she heard 2 gunshots just after midnight.
Objection!
Thank Christ, we got it. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang. You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Let's see, I was prepared to help in case your sleepy brain couldn't figure it out, John. Well done. It's going a little slow, but there's still something there. Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Yeah, that's not how this works. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. Ah, come on. Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Okay, who actually still listens to the radio here? Not internet radio, but like classic AM FM radio. I think the only time I ever actually listen to the radio is if I have a rental car and it doesn't have satellite radio and I haven't brought my own music. See, I had an AM FM radio. Most people, I mean, everybody does still in their car. Oh, NPR. I guess for talk shows, that would be good, Kate. You listen to like FM radio when you are driving Relentless? The thing that gets me is the commercials. The commercials are so frequent on the radio, it irritates me. On Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Heck yeah. We gotta get as much out of this as we can. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Let's see, who are we going to leave it to then? Ourselves, I guess? Maybe Mia, if she comes back from the dead again? You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? Truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? Oh, fighting back a yawn. Sorry. What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough. It is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection!
Hey, he objected on his own. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said that he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? What is this DJ? Let's see, when you want to yawn, you just close your mouth and you feel more awake. Does that help? Sometimes I swallow it, kind of, but I feel like I make an awkward face, just as tired. An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound play, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. It's lonely, being alone on Christmas Eve.
Hold it!
Bush. So you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there, alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I feel fat. I know I'm poor, but... We're his friend and we're tearing him apart. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? Objection! This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud like. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had the headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. But I remember that moment real clear. While I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. What the hell was he saying? What did she say? Right. Please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing of the DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. Well, we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Oops. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him, huh? Very well. Mr. Butt, please continue testifying to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas time," I heard the gunshots. Ooh, that makes me think it was after all that. Of course I am. She had a real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get it to the bottom of what happens. Alright. What do we want to... We've already pressed on everything. What can we contradict here, guys? He was listening to the radio, listening to a loud volume. You sure he heard the gunshot? Remember what the DJ was saying? Let's take a look at what we have. Picture of an old crime scene. Nah. DL6, we still don't know enough about this. Oh, I forgot to look at this. I didn't read any of this. Okay, so for the DL6 case summary, location is in the elevator of this courthouse. Let's see, I would imagine the time he heard the gunshots would be the most important since it's the only concrete thing in his testimony. That's true. Did we win? Oh, we're close. We're looking for a contradiction for our buddy, which makes me feel bad. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues were found on the scene. Victim data, Gregory Edgeworth, age 35. Defense attorney, trapped in elevator returning from a lost trial with son. Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yanni Yogi, court bailiff. Trapped in elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Holy crap, this is getting dark. Yeah, that's all that's here. Okay, let's check what he said for time on this. Maybe this one? He was listening to an all-request show on the radio. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. I'm kind of at a loss, guys. None of this really talks about the town, or the time. They mention that there was an all-request show on at the time. Maybe that's it? He doesn't specify a specific time. Almost Christmas. This one right here. Actually, yeah, that's probably the closest. I like that. Okay, so if we go to present... Is that a contradiction, though? Is this photo of that lake with nothing out there was at 11:50? That's almost Christmas. But the gunshots, yeah, we're at 12:30, right? Yeah, or 12:15. So this lake photo, if it happens at 12:15, it's no longer almost Christmas. It is Christmas. And Lotta said she heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight. So there's two contradictions. Do we use Lotta's description or deposition? Or do we use this photo of the gunshot happening at 12:15? They both kind of work. He's still on, hype! Just for a few minutes. So something did make a gunshot sound. I think one of the gunshot sounds is actually his, whatchamacallit. He had like an air compressor that he lost control of and it flew in the air and landed in the lake. Let's try this deposition. It says the gunshots were fired just after midnight.
Objection!
Yes. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they finally heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. Hey, he's our friend. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshots before midnight? I'm gonna say... he's right? He's wrong? Maybe he had the time wrong. The photo does contradict it, that's true. We just don't know how many gunshots there were overall. He claims he only heard one gunshot though, right? No, he said that it could have been two. Check the evidence. Let's see. Time of death on the 24th or 25th. Here's a picture of somebody shooting someone at 12:15. It was an empty lake. There's a picture showing an empty lake at 11:50. Let's see. Pistol bullet found has the markings of the weapon barrel. Here the pistol shows it was fired 3 times, not 2. She heard 2 gunshot sounds after midnight. the rest of this doesn't really pertain. Gosh, is he right? Check the camera. Oh yeah. Set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Faces the lake. So anytime there was a gunshot sound, this would have taken a picture. Which makes sense because that's why we have this empty lake photo. When this happened, I think it was his air compressor flying out there. I think we should go with wrong, actually. Like, I don't know what his explanation is being right. At 11:50, yeah, when it was almost Christmas. What if the photos are incorrectly labeled? Lotta is a lot of drunk. Well, yeah, I don't know. Who was right? Maybe he's right, and everyone else has it wrong. Yeah, who's on first? Alright, let's just pick one. We'll do a vote. What do you guys think? He's wrong, or he's right? I think I'm leaning towards... What do you think about Mr. Butt's claim that he heard the gunshot before midnight? I think he's right. I think he did hear something before midnight because he heard that on the radio. I refrain because I know the answer. But I think there was more gunshots than what they're leading on is the problem. So I'm gonna go with Larry's right. This is tricky. I see, I missed part of this case, but I think he's right. Okay, that's 2 for right. Just mind reading. Larry's a good boy. Okay, he's right. Alright, let's go with right. It's gonna happen. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. You sound confident. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence that there was a gunshot before midnight. Oh, it's gonna be, we mentioned it kind of. It's gonna be this one, this photo that shows a picture of the empty lake. It only takes pictures when it hears a loud sound. Therefore, vis-a-vis, 11:50, empty lake, no gunshots. Gunshot sound, but they're not there yet.
Take that!
Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automated camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50. Oh. But there is nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in the photograph. It is why the photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. Look at this graph. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Let's see, we made the Nickelback joke last time, but the sentence was used and John didn't get it. Oh no, I missed it. Has Nickelback stuck in my head. Wait, which... Oh, look at this photograph. That one. Now I remember. Aha. Right. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard the gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? John was like, is that a reference or something? I knew you guys weren't having a regular conversation because the lyrics were a little too weird. I was actually about to start sing typing, but I didn't want to spam chat. But believe me, I was definitely singing it. Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, That night, there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Dun dun dun. Oh no, your computer started freezing, so you switched to your phone. Good timing. I think we're just about wrapping up this chapter. Why would this be? Objection. Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Oh, looks like I missed a lot of the drama. No, you missed some of the Nickelback too. Can we get F's in chat for Diddy's computer? Pay your respects. Why? The witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there is no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please, show the evidence if you have any. We can. There was 2 gunshots that everyone else heard, and there was 3 shots fired out of this pistol. That third one would have been the one at 11:50. I think that's the correct answer. Let me just make sure looking at the rest of my evidence. Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Take that!
This is my evidence. A murder weapon? That's one loud sneeze. Sounds like a gunshot. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now I have realized the truth. That third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order, order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another 15 minutes after the midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh. Didn't think I'd be... I did, but I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we're never going to overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm willing to go run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten ourselves out of the guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. It's not true. It's not true at all. You just watch and let me know of anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right now. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up much of this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth. There can be only one murderer here, then Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, Rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was out on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell in the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well... yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0015, but Larry heard gunshots 12 minutes later. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. So way ahead of time. That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the men on the boat are. Ah, crap. Murderer and Hammond, Edgeworth and the murderer, Edgeworth and Hammond. Could it be Edgeworth and the murderer? Because we know Edgeworth comes off of that. Let's see, I struggle with this one, and I was more awake than you probably are. Yeah. That makes the most sense. Murderer and Hammond. I mean, that's too easy because then the murderer would have been the first thing that happens to kill him right afterwards, but at the same time, they said they saw him getting off the boat, so it couldn't have been the murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and the murderer. That doesn't make sense because if Edgeworth was on the boat with the murderer would have shot Edgeworth, right? So I think it is Edgeworth with hammer. Is that right? I don't know, guys. You like Edgeworth and hammer? Kellogg does Edgeworth and murderer. Oh no, you say Edgeworth and murderer, Kate. You say Edgeworth and hammer. Or Hammond, sorry. Did I say hammer? The red hammer. I read it right. Let's see, Hammond was killed before midnight, and the killer tried to frame Edgeworth, so 2. Oh! That makes more sense. If, Edgeworth was killed before midnight and the killer tried to frame Edgeworth, yeah. That would have been the murderer in Hammond, though, wouldn't it? If they were trying to frame them, the murderer in Hammond would have gone out there alone, and he would have, like, what, stood up the body, shot it, and made it look like he dumped him in the ocean? Also, bah humbug for inability to sleep. Oh, Taji, I'm sorry you're still awake, dude. You need to just drift off in that smooth voice. Alright, let's go with 2. 2 had the most options. Let's just see how this plays out. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. Oh, you got it. Nice job, guys. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that midnight. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Let's see. I mean, I will show up for coffee. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. Coffee is live. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... Ooh, we can pin this on someone. Let's see, now we want to know what to put in the summoning circle if we ever need you two. Miles Edgeworth was Dad, right? And he's dead. You could have just been going after these people without jobs and like 401ks and everything that like line everything up. Edgeworth is your friend. Miles Edgeworth is the dad though, not the kid. Could Lotta Hart have done it? I don't know, maybe it is Lotta Hart because they why does she have that camera set up there anyway? Oh wait, the dad is Gregory. Miles is the kid. Oh, I am tired. Alright, it's definitely not Miles Edgeworth. Lotta Hart. It's gotta be Lotta Hart, right? Say, pizza is great if you really want to summon me. Your best bets are caffeine and nicotine. Or you could just say you don't know. I mean, we can't prove it's Lotta Hart either. Alright, let's try we don't know.
Wake up, Lieutenant.
Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Ah, again you waste my time. I don't know because I've never gotten, or he never told us. Oh, it's the old guy! Let's see, Lotta was on the shore with the camera though, that's super shady. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. How do you... At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of this crime was not on a boat. Running a pasta shop is serious business. You gotta be cutthroat to kill the competition. What? Well then, where did the murder take place? John reminds me of my mom and how she's always fallen asleep on the sofa watching TV, and I'm saying, I'm not sleeping, I'm just resting my eyes. Then I tell her to go to bed. I do that all the time when I watch movies. Show the judge where the murder really took place. In here, right? I would assume it's probably in or near the shack.
Take that!
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. Oh, that'll wake me up. Let's see, show the judge where the old man touched you. Show me on the doll. That's why he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Objection!
Don't you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Or do you have? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, hears gunshots. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. Ooh, that means it was close. And where would that be if he just returned a boat? The face of sleep. We're so close to finishing. Let me stand up for a second. Now wake me up. Oh, I'm hitting my green screen. The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Guard Lake? I am clipping that. No. Just resting my eyes. Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning. and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat called Robert Hammond to his shop. Bam. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then, he got him in the boat with Edgeworth and went out to the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? I think it was Miles Edgeworth. Sleepy John is sleepy. Nice. Do you think Miles actually shot it? But he didn't actually shoot at the person. Maybe he shot and the guy just dove into the water? Although, no, because the wrong handprints were on that. So I'm going to say that the caretaker did it. Thank you for doing God's work. Double clips. Let's say that shop caretaker did it, and then he dove in. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. You know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer's shot had to fire twice. To create a witness. The first shot would get people's attention to look out in the lake. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then, he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. Then, and threw the body into the lake. Let's see, how much y'all want to bet John is going to remember exactly nothing of what happened during the trial next time he plays the game? Are we finishing this right now? I almost remember nothing even when I'm not falling asleep. These are the events that transpired that night on Guard Lake. I will say, the best sleepy streams is if I'm playing a game where I have to like run around. I haven't done it on stream, but I've played like Red Dead Redemption or Witcher, and I'm falling asleep with the controller in my hand and I'm running forward, and then I'm like running in a wall and I wake up later, or I'm like way in some far off incorrect direction. I'm like, where the hell am I? Let's see, John is going to open this game next time and think someone played the game for him. That'd be terrible. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. It was a ghost. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Did Georgie play this for me? Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Okay, this is probably not going to end in the next 5 minutes, so this is probably a good place to stop the game and save it. Before I literally do completely pass out on stream on top of my microphone. Let's see, what was the last one we did? I think this one. Day 3 trial. But before I do that, and also because we are gonna have to skip tomorrow's stream, I want to do a little giveaway for you guys. So let me get that loaded up. Okay, so we got it saved. I'm trying to remember which screen is best for giveaway. It's been a while since we've done this. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on this screen, but I want some music because I like background music. Always play video game music. Those don't get doxed in the VODs. I want to listen to... I like this Transistor song quite a lot. I need to download more music. Now, what game am I going to give away? I have a list of games I actually had for the 12-hour stream. Let me take a look at that. And I'll set up a trailer for you guys to watch, so you know what you're aiming for. Alrighty. Do I have anything that's similar to the game we're playing right now? Probably not. Well, okay. A lot of the game was talking about, let's see, I'm so subbing to Sophie when I eventually have the money, if for no other reason that that emote is too perfect for me. Sometimes people sub just for the emotes, it's amazing. Sleepies for sheeple. Okay, so this game is about kind of like spying on people, using a lot of cameras and like seeing what people are doing, kind of like what we're doing in this case. Let me show you guys a trailer for this game. I own this game, but I have not played it yet. It is a game I do plan to stream at some point. I like the style of this. Okay, let me mute that real quick. Alrighty, check this out. I'm gonna hide myself. Poof.
Thanks to the government's safety bill, the nation is experiencing the lowest levels of violent crime in years. But there are still those who pose a threat to our peaceful citizens, to all of us. Introducing Orwell, a new security program that combines cutting-edge information retrieval with human-directed suspect profiling. For Orwell to be truly successful, however, we need you. Someone outside of the nation, capable of discerning information posted by suspects online. You will have to carefully decide what information is crucial for our investigations. Stakes are high, and lives hang in the balance. Sign up now, and together we can ensure a safer nation for all. Orwell, keeping an eye on you.
Big Brother is watching. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and set up the giveaway stuff.
What you are looking at is legendary director Andre.
Oh, it's playing the next video. Shut up. Okay. I've actually been recommended this game by a few people in the stream as a game to stream later on, but I already have a copy in my Steam account. This is an extra one that I have, so I want to give this one away. Alright, so let me go on to... by the way, if you've never been on one of the giveaways before, you earn kudos by... not kudos, tokens, I'm tired, by hanging out in the chat. I typically do the giveaways it costs 50 tokens for a ticket, and you can buy up to 2 tickets. So that increases your chances a little bit. You can buy 1 ticket for 50, 2 for 100, and then the giveaway thing will randomly draw a prize from whoever won, and then I will just send you a DM on Twitch with the code. So be sure you have Steam. This is going to be a Steam version. So that is Stream Elements, that's right. Like, how do I do giveaways? I forget. It's been a long time. You're back to number 1 therapy? Nate's like, therapy. Steam, your money is mine now. Actually, Nate's 3rd. I'm looking at the leaderboard right now. A funny thing, you're in 2nd place right now. That's freaking awesome. All right. Giveaway. I'm just typing in the giveaway information. Okay. 50. You can have 2 tickets. Okay, I think I got everything set up correctly. Let's see, I used to be 5th. I'm climbing up the ranks. Yeah, you are in 4th place right now, Relentless. Let's see. Sleepy John gives away his arcade machines by mistake. Oh god, no, therapy. Which, by the way, not tonight because Andy's sleeping, but one of these streams soon, I need to show you guys the arcade because I have it working again. Let's see, I should stop spamming sounds or I'd have a bit higher, but the sounds are so much fun. Okay, here we go. And I think, does it just pop up? Yes, it does. So, it shows it right up, yeah. So to enter the giveaway, you can just type !ticket, and then if you just do that by itself, you get 1 ticket, or if you put !ticket 2, you'll buy 2 tickets. And then I'll give it like 2 or 3 minutes, and then once everybody's purchased tickets, we'll do it. So it's kind of neat. It tells you how many entrants we have and how many tickets purchased total. You already got this game. Oh, nice, Kate. I call dibs on Gus Gus. Oh, hell no. We're never giving away Gus Gus. Actually, while you guys are doing that, I need to go to my Humble Bundle website to get my key. So I can just be ready to fire it off. There we go. And let me bring up Twitch so I can send you guys the message. It's on the backlog, man. My Steam backlog is redonkulous. It's insane how many games I have in my backlog. But I will say, since I've been streaming, I do beat games more often than I used to, which is good. I just need to stop buying so many games. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, we're playing that that one game we played with Andy. I'm excited to beat that Simulacra. So we'll do that. We'll finish up Ace Attorney, and then we'll do that Blackwell Legacy. I'm excited for that. Okay, so we're at 2 minutes. Last call for anybody that wants to join in this giveaway, and then pull a name. Right now, everybody's got a 25% chance. That's not bad odds. Blackwell's awesome. I'm so excited. We loved Unavowed, and I've never played Blackwell. And I think this thing... Oh yeah, it tells me everybody that's joined too. Let's see, what are we doing? Oh, potato salad. So if you want to join a giveaway, I'm giving away a game that we just watched the trailer for. You might have seen a little bit of that, called Orwell. It's kind of like your Big Brother, where you can like spy on people with cameras, go into their social media accounts and emails and text messages, and you're trying to find out who is like a traitor or something like that. I know, Mon, Donna, and Eli were such cool characters. Let's see, Simulacra was a lot of fun. It's on my list of must-buys for when I can afford it. I can't wait to finish that game. I still have no idea what's really happening. That game's a trip. Yeah, when we finished Unavowed, it was just a tragedy. We might redo that game at some point, because we can create like the female character and bring different people with us into the different scenarios, because the puzzles react differently if you want to do that. So, let's see. Oh, if you don't like those type of games? Yeah, I wouldn't steal it from somebody that might want to play it. Alrighty, cool. So I think we're pretty good. I'm going to close the giveaway. Going once. Going twice. Alrighty. Let's draw a winner. No one can enter. I love how it changes all this. It's all automated. It's cool. If I had to guess... Therapy, I don't think you've won one yet, have you? I know Relentless is one. Tajay is one. Did you win one before? Did he? I forget. I'm thinking maybe Therapy might win this one. It's my gut feeling. Ready, set. Yeah, click draw winner. Oh, you got Little Nightmares. Nice. There it goes. Wow. I need to go play the lottery. I actually guessed that correctly. I was like, hey, I hope someone wins that hasn't won one yet. That's freaking awesome. Let's see, Taja, you won twice. Steam code giveaways on Twitch are the one place I have good luck. Nice. I do remember you won twice on the 12-hour stream. John is psychic? I had a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right. Well, sweet, Therapy. Let me send you a message with that code real quick. There we go. Aw, 77 biddies. Thank you, Therapy. I'm giving you stuff. Don't you give me stuff right now. Search for people. I know how to spell this name. Bam. Okay, so you should have a message in Twitch now, Therapy. That's the key. Just, you know, throw that into Steam and you got the game. Let's see, I have to install Ultimate Chicken Horse one of these days. I still haven't done that. That game is so funny. I wonder if you can play it with AI. You might only be able to play it online. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see, you also won 2 giveaways on Wynn's channel, and you won a giveaway on that marble stream you rated us into. That was so cool, Tajay. I actually won that marble stream the time before that. I rated him twice. I want to play it on stream. Nice, Therapy. I'm excited. And see, now I can live vicariously through you. If I don't play it first, I could watch you stream it. Tajay rigs giveaways. And you all have me to thank for that. You're welcome. Thank you, Relentless. That was the perfect stream to jump into. Okay, it is way past the plan. I was planning on quitting at 1. Now it's about 2:15. So I definitely have to go. Let's go to that credit scene. Kill that music, because I have other music here. Oh, I need to turn that giveaway thing off. Mark as complete. Let's see. Thank you for the sleep, John Erstream. You're welcome for the... If my voice put you to sleep, Kate, you are very welcome. No, you're totally welcome. Of course, it's always a joy to have you guys here. Let's see, trust me, Diddy, if I had that kind of power, I'd be getting a lot more than Steam codes. Seriously, I'd be playing the lottery all the time. I think I fell asleep. Need help. Send bed. See? Potato can be like, thank you for the sleep, John. Send brother's fists. Oh, that'll knock you out, Potato. Okay, good. It finally disappeared off the screen. Thanks for the soothing voice. If you need any more soothing voice, Potato, just jump into a previous stream. Watch a VOD, and I'll knock you out. Okay, so if I look at the giveaways, how many giveaways have we done so far? We've done 6 giveaways. We did Sexy Brutal, Ultimate Chicken Horse, some game called Do Not Feed the Monkeys, Limbo, Little Nightmares, and Orwell. Sleep Aid Podcast. We should do that. Almost like I wouldn't even have to be here. I could use it to put myself to sleep, but I'll just talk in a very nice and soothing voice. And everyone can just listen to me read a story. It will be a very calm and peaceful children's story where we can all go to sleep. I can set it to be like a rewind, or what do they call it, a rerun? Where everybody just like, I don't know, if you have trouble going to sleep, it can run from like 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. You jump on there, immediately fall asleep. And then every once in a while, I'll throw in just wake everybody up. Thank you for the stream. Now go to sleep. Yes, thank you guys so much. This has been a blast. We are getting so close to beating this game. And then we're going back into point-and-click adventures. We haven't done that in a while. But thank you guys again so much. Let me see if anybody's online to raid right now. It's kind of late. Oh, Joey Cruz is on, actually. He's doing music. What? Okay, I have to check this out. What kind of music is Joey Cruz doing? You could read books. I love audiobooks, but they almost always knock me out. See? That's the perfect sleep stream. Oh, I see you got it, therapy. Nice. Alright, I'm going to jump into Joey Cruz's just to make sure he's actually streaming. I have a bad habit of jumping into people's streams just when they're quitting. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV. What's funny is my starting soon screen is, I always have like a 10-minute like delay waiting for people to jump in before we start. The song is like almost 10 minutes exactly. It works out perfect. Alright, he's still streaming, so we'll go ahead and ready Joey Cruz. Try to spell that right. Let's see, I'm going to hit myself on the head with something heavy so I can get some sleep before work, no doubt. Unfortunately, I got to shave and shower tonight, but I'm going to do that as quick as humanly possible. Maybe I can get to sleep around 3, wake up by 9:30, 10. Might give me just enough time to get ready before my brother and nephew show up. So, once again, guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. And, yeah, I'm not sure when the next stream will be. Thursday night, I'm going to be at a concert, so we won't do a normal Thursday stream. I think we might do a makeup stream Friday night with Andy. So, look forward to that. Alright, night-night, everybody. Take care, and let's say hi to Joey. Take care, guys.